What is up, guys? So welcome to the third part of our advanced web browser. Today we will deal with advanced settings part 1. As you see right now, I have changed the position of starting the advanced settings part 2 because there's no need to have them, today part 1 and tomorrow part 2. We need them, we need some space between them. And also I have added a new video which will include email sender. We have a web browser, why not to have something like a plugin when you can send an email? So yeah, today advanced settings, so let's start. I have already opened my my web browser. So last time I forgot to change the tab page name. So every time you go somewhere, so now I go to my home page, which is Google, you see we still have the tab page 1, we don't have the name Google. So how can we do this? Very simple. We go back to our code and we go to web browser 1 navigated when we already have created and coded, and here we will type tab control 1 dot selected tab dot text equal to web browser 1 dot document title dot to string. So this will give us the title of the page. Let's see, Google. Yep. So if I search something on Google and I open a video, every video seems very weird. And we go to YouTube, we have the icon, and also we have the name of the video that we are on. So yeah, this is actually what we want, and it worked. It definitely worked. So very well. So now we have the name of the site on our tab. Now, you know what? As you see, I don't have my start thing at the bottom. You see, every time I have made it hidden. So, what about to add something like a volume control, when you can control your volume, and maybe we can also add the date, so you can have direct access to this kind of information. So we will add them somewhere like here, I think. Yeah, here is fine for me. I don't know if it's fine for you. You can also, you can change that, the position, when you want them to be, that information. So here we will need two buttons, one for sound volume up, sound volume down, and a label for the date. I make them a bit bigger, so I want to see the size. So the size is 50 with 30. So I select both of them. Project search file, none. Oh god. Okay, we can do this one by one. We take out the images, we select them both, auto size false, and we change the size 50 30. 50 30. Okay, so now they have all the same size. So also the background image has to be a color. The background color has to be transparent, and the background image, how is it called, layout, it has to be zoom. Same thing here, zoom and back color transparent. Very well. So now I will import my files. So you will have, of course, the link in the description for the new pictures. So this is sound up and sound down. Alright, so maybe the pictures are not the best. Actually, they totally suck, but yeah. So we go now to change the names of these components. So this is btn volume up, and this one is btn volume down. This is actually lbl date, and the text is, we don't have any text, so we delete this. Right, so now we go back to the code and we go to the load screen, to the load code, sorry, and we want to say here lbl date dot text equal to now. So this gives us the date, and also we want to write the code for the volume up and volume down. So here now we will need something unique, let's say. So we will write private declare sub. Now you have to type this right, so keep bd underscore event. Okay, so you need this as I have this, okay, because this is we import this number in this library from user32, and if you have the name, this name, if you have this wrong, then you cannot work with the sound. Then lib user32, and then by val, which means by value, volume up or down as byte, and then by val v1 as byte, and then by val v2 as as byte, and also by val v3 again byte, integer, sorry. So the last two are integers, integer. Okay, so we have a byte, an integer. Okay, very well. So now we need the code. So volume up, volume down. So for volume up we have call keep bd underscore event, and then we open parentheses, and here we type system dot windows dot forms dot keys dot volume up, and then 0 0 0. So this is for volume up. Now let's see volume down. Event system dot windows dot forms dot keys dot volume down, comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, very well. So this is a code for our volume. Now don't forget that you have to type everything as I have. Okay, don't make a mistake here, please. So we also did something with the volume and the date. So we have the date here. Maybe we can set the date to a white font color. So let me select here the date, which is LBL date, and then you go to for color is right here, and you select white. If we run this now, yes, now it's much better. Maybe we can also change the color of the icons for the volume, because they totally suck. But anyway, so yeah, let's go somewhere. I don't know. Let's go on Google first, and let's search for a song. Animals. YouTube. Let's see, Martin Garrix's Animals. Let's see if the sound works. Sound controls. The name here worked. So the name right here worked. We have the name. So Martin Garrix, as you see, Animals, etc. So let's see if the sound controls work also. Yeah, they totally work. So you have to click this. Okay, so this is by clicking. So when you click this, the sound goes up now. Which means it works. So this is our aim, this is our goal. The internet sucks as always, so let me close this. Alright guys, so what else can we do? As you saw here, uh, so this is my home page. So now let me work with the properties. Okay, so with the options. Now for the options we will need a new window. So click File, Add existing, not existing project, new file, and then you go to actually we need a form. Okay, let me do this from here. So you go to the Solution Explorer, you click on the vortex, and you select Add, and then you select Windows 4. I don't remember how can you do this with a file. And so here at Windows Form, we will name this FRM properties or options or whatever you want. We add this very well. So now we will change the border style. We will make this fixed tool window. The screen, the form a bit bigger. We will change the text to options or maybe properties. Properties. Alright guys, so now we will need tabs. Okay, so we go to tabs control. Where is it? Tab control. And now we will need 5 tabs. Okay, so let me go to tab pages, collection, and here. So this is the general. This is the content. We need one for privacy. We need one for security. And we need one more for network. Because here we will have some networking stuff like IP address, like MAC address, like the name of the ISP, of the internet service provider. So you select now the whole tab control one and you dock this. You fill this. Okay, so what about some icons? Right? I mean, it will be much better. So you go to where are the icons? Images. Oh, components, and you select an image list. So here the image list, we go to images, collection, we click this, add, and we select everything except the sound down and sound up, and you open them, and here you have them. So now we go to the tab control, so select tab control, okay, tab control 1, and then you go to image list and you select image list 1. But be careful, right? You go to tab control 1 and then you select one of the tabs, so for example general, and you click on this at the center of the screen, so tab page 1, and you go to image key and you select general. Then you click on the second tab, you click at the center of the screen for the tab page 2, and you go image key, and this is content. The same thing here, you click on the privacy tab, center of the screen, image key, privacy, security. This is our security. For network I don't have any image, but I think it's fine. So and now we will need some group boxes. Okay, so one group box will be named startup. Startup, maybe with a uppercase U, startup, and then here we will need a text, a label. So when vortex starts, then we'll do something. We will have this. We will have a combo box for this one. So when vortex starts, we will add 2 items. So one, go to home page, or maybe, and open a blank page. So we'll have 2 options. Maybe I can put them not here, or actually, yeah, why not? Here it's fine at the designing. Alright, so what else? A home page, so label home page. We need a text box for this one. Alright, so this is for the startup, and then we need another group box for the downloads. And we need 2 radio buttons. So one will be named save files to, and always ask me where to save files. For the first one, we will need a text box to specify the address, the address of the computer, and then we also need a button, a small one, with 3 dots as the text for the text. Alright, so now we can name our components. So this is CMB startup. So this is txt homepage. This is RB radio button save to. This is RB always ask. And this is btn browse, when you can browse to folders. Alright, so what else do we need here? I think for this part we are fine. We don't need something else. Now we can go to the contents. So here at contents, yeah, for this part, guys, I want to tell you something, because a viewer, let me open my browser. A viewer commented at part 2, and he said, I want to go to part 2. No, he commented part 1. So he commented part 1, and he said something very clever. So the name of the guy is Richard Schneider, and he said this won't be about browser in the end. It's just the fact if you maximize it on a bigger screen, the URL and search boxes will be too small. And I promised him that I will answer this question at this video. So let me show you what our guy means. So what Richard means. So Richard means that right now my resolution is at 1366 by 768, right? And my buttons are totally fine. But when I have this at a smaller resolution, the buttons will be very, very big. And as you see, we have to click at this arrow right here and then browse to where we go when we want to go. So this is what Richard says. So when we make the resolution bigger, the buttons are smaller. But what about if you have a resolution bigger than mine? The buttons will be very, very small, right? So, for example, if you have something like 2048, then the resolution, the buttons, and the size of the buttons will be very, very small. So, and that was very clever from him, and I thank him very much. So let's deal this right here. So we will have some options where we can change the size of our buttons and text boxes and the checkbox. So let me go here, name this to change button size, and then we will have height and width. Okay, and then we will need something with numbers. How is it called? Let me find our control. Yeah, numeric up down. So this is the control that we need. Okay, one more. Alright, so this is for the change button size, but we also need change text boxes size, and we will have one more where we will change our checkbox size. The checkbox is our combo box. I'm very sorry, combo box search engines. Okay, so here we will change the size of the combo box. So change combo box size, and we need one for height and one for width. Alright, so now we have to name our components. So this is num numeric button, so num btn height, or maybe h. Okay, this is num btn w for width. This is num txt h, and this is num txt w. This is num cmb for combo box h, and num cmb w for width. So from here we can change the size of our buttons, text boxes, and combo box. So very well. What else can we do? So let's go to privacy. At privacy we will have, I guess, for the moment, maybe later we can think something else, but for the moment we will only have a part for history. Okay, history. And we will have two radio buttons, one for remember history and one for never remember history. Okay, very well, very well. We also need to change the name of the component. So this is RB remember his for history, and RB never remember his. So at security we will have also a checkbox for the remember passwords. Okay, and the button for show saved passwords. I think that, yeah, for the moment that's all. Okay, so what can we do here actually? We can change the names, of course. So this is CKB remember pass for passwords, and BTN so pass. Now at network we will just need a text box. You will click at this arrow, you will make this multi-line, and then you will fill this. So go to doc and fill, because here we will need a code to get our networking stuff. So let me go back to form 1. So you go to advanced options and then you click on the options, and here you will say FRM properties, or whatever you have named your form when you created. So let's go back to the FRM properties. We will make the start position. You will change the start position to center screen. And let me start the browser. Advanced options, and yes, here we have our properties. So we have go to home page, open a blank page. So yeah, many things. For the moment we will not work with all of them, so let's start. So for general, now we have to double click at the txt homepage, and here we will say my dot settings dot homepage. We have already created this. If you don't remember this, let me finish this first. Homepage equals to txt homepage dot text. So you have to go to project and then go to Vortex properties. So if you don't see something, you see, maybe right now because of the previous video and the second part, you couldn't see when I was clicking at project, and you couldn't also see when I was clicking at this arrow when I can find my components, or at this arrow when I can find my events. I don't know why you cannot see these kind of windows, but just remember this. So you go out project and then you go to Vortex properties. So if you haven't created these settings, and then you have to create this home page. Now we will change this to blank for the moment, because we will save the changes, okay, because now we will set our home page from here, and then you will say my settings dot save and then my settings dot reload. So let's see what can happen right now. Advanced options. Here we will change the O and something else. Every time that we start this, we want the txt homepage dot text equals with my dot settings dot homepage. So let's see now what will happen. We will change this to www.google.com. Okay, we close this, and I click at my home page. Okay, nothing happens because, yeah, I'm very sorry about this. Now I know where the mistake is. Home page. So you go now at form 1 and you click at the home page button, and you go here and you say my settings, okay, dot home page. So the settings, the code is fine. The code is fine. Okay, let me add the button. So let me go, so right here we will have a button, and I will name this save, and btn save. Alright, so you will click this, and we will take this code and we will paste this at the btn save button. So my settings done homepage equal with txt homepage.text. Okay, let me see now. So when I click this, nothing happens. Okay, now it worked. It worked. So yep, it worked. So let me change the homepage. Save. We close this. We click at the homepage. Yep, Now it went to Google, and if you click at the options again, you will see that the homepage has changed. So yeah, this is how you can set your own homepage. Very, very well. Very, very well, I think. Yeah, we have done many things now. Oh my god, the time doesn't change. I forgot that we need a timer for the time. Alright, so let's create, so go at form 1, go at timer, double click the timer. So this will be TMR date. The interval will be 1, enabled true. So you will double click at the timer, and then you will take the code that we had at the load event, and you will paste this at the timer. You will paste this at the timer down here. So now I hope the time changes. Yes, every second the time changes. Very well, everything works fine. So now maybe we can work with what? So let me go at the properties. So when Vortex starts, we have two options. Go to home page, open a blank page. Alright. So here at the form 1, we will need an if statement. Okay, so if frm properties dot, how is this called, this component? CMB startup. So if frm properties dot CMB startup dot selected index equals to 0, 0 stands for 0 is go to home page, and 1 is open a blank page. Okay, then web browser 1 dot navigate, and we say my dot settings dot homepage, else nothing. Okay, let me see. Of course, nothing will happen right now because we haven't selected something, so we need a variable for that. Okay, so we go at project and you go at Vortex properties, and we will click this. We will create a new property that we will call this. How can we call this? Go to home page or go to a blank page. So home page or blank page. I cannot think something better. So this will be a byte, and it will have the value 0 for the moment. So when I click and I start this, all right. So let me think something first. What can I do for this one, and we will talk later. So you have to delete this part right here, the if statement. So if frm properties dot cmb starts up dot selected index equals to 0, you delete this because we will need something else. We need another if statement. The if statement must be if my dot settings dot home page or blank page equals to 0, then go to the home page. So let me see if this works now. Yes, so we go to the home page. So our home page, as you can see at the options, is YouTube, and this goes to our home page because the value is 0. Okay, and we say if the value is 0, then go to the home page. All right, I think that we have reached 35 minutes right now, so maybe I have to stop this video for the moment and we can continue this later, because I'm really tired after all these minutes. And this is not the first try, this is the third try that I try this video. So yeah guys, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment. If you have something else to say, like Richard, then please say it, so we can solve everything. All right, stay with us. This will be an epic project, an epic web browser. So subscribe, like the video, and comment. Okay guys, so stay with me. Tomorrow I will upload my keylogger, so more epic projects are coming. Stay with us. See you later.